And here we are with another conference conversation. Today I have with me Rachel Carey. I am Linda Thunberg from the National Association of Transpersonal Hypnotherapists, better known as NATH. I am the CEO and president, and very excited to have Rachel and her partner Andy as well, who we'll be talking to in the future about some of the presentations that they're going to have at our conference this year. Our conference is in November, from November 10th to the 12th, and with pre and post conference classes as well. So I hope you'll join us all. But right now, I'd like to have a conversation with Rachel. So, hello, Rachel. How are you today?
Hello, Miss Linda. I am doing well. I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I am fantastic as well. So,
Awesome.
I'm excited to have you and Andy come for the first time presenters at our conference. We like to have people that are new to our conference and, people that have been around for some years. But we like to invoke new blood in our conferences too, and new information. So we're excited to have both of you come across country too. Where do you guys live?
We live in Reno, Nevada.
We have some people coming all the way from California, Nevada, Washington, New York, Maine. They're traveling this time, which is good. We can travel again, so this is a good thing. But tell us a little bit about yourself or why you got into transpersonal hypnosis. I know Andy pretty much does the hypnosis part, right? And you do more of the healing energies and the background work and the partnership work. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I come to NATH from being a somatic healer, a touch therapist. I do a type of touch therapy that is based on mindfulness. It's called surrogate partner therapy, and it basically teaches people who have shut off from their body how to feel in their body again. So I work with a lot of military, a lot of doctors and emergency room nurses, and like this high trauma for an occupation demographic, and I help them rewire their mind-body connection to feel pleasure from being touched, because those people have so often in their survival techniques learned how to shut down all feeling because they're working with this highly traumatic stuff all the time. Like my veterans, they're in a wartime situation, or the emergency room people, they're always dealing with crazy traumatic stuff. And so it makes sense to me that they shut down all feelings so that they could function. Well, that's great in the work environment, but when you take it home, I noticed that my clients, they have trouble with intimate connection because they don't feel anything. So that's my part of it. But Andy, he does the hypnosis. He works on that sub and super conscious level to help remove the blocks of feeling pleasure from being touched, etc. So I come in it through in a backdoor kind of way, but I'm super excited to be there. And the topics I'm going to discuss really, I think they're relevant for all wellness businesses. And we're going to be talking about finding your niche in online marketing. So finding your ideal clients and then targeting your marketing to them to get new clients, and doing that with no money. And then I'm also going to be talking about integrating a somatic therapy business like Reiki, massage, any of this touch therapy, integrating that in with your hypno practice to better serve clients on this body, mind, spirit triangle that we all operate in. And a lot of that presentation, that integrative presentation, is going to be about ethics. It's going to be about having strong ethical boundaries, talking about our code of ethics as transpersonal hypnotherapists. I'm sure you have a code of ethics. As a touch therapist, I have a code of ethics. So we don't want to break our codes. And as therapists, there's a certain level that we can go to that we have to, and then we have to stop, right? I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I can't diagnose people, but when I'm working on them, when I'm touching their body, so often stuff comes up, and yes, a part of me wants to be like, oh, tell me more about your abandonment issues. I can't go there. I'm not certified to talk about that kind of stuff, but I can note in my mind, this keeps coming up every time I touch this person's shoulder, and then I can talk to my partner, Andy, and he can kind of work through that stuff in his way with that hypnotherapy, that transpersonal hypnotherapy. So that's, in a nutshell, what we're going to be talking about in those two different presentations.
So that sounds fascinating, actually. And you're right. A lot of other modalities work really well with hypnosis. A lot of our practitioners and members are Reiki healers, are EMT, or EMF.
EMDR.
Yes,
Yeah.
lots of different modalities. And they do incorporate that, even sound, they incorporate it into their hypnosis practices, and it works so well with hypnosis. That's why you're right, the body, mind, and spirit, the triangle of that. That's why we are transpersonal hypnotherapists, so that we can incorporate all of it, right? What can participants who come to your integrative healing session take away from it? What do you think that they'll be able to use or take away from your talk?
Good question. Thanks for asking. It's gonna be a workshop format, and depending on who shows up, we're gonna ask questions like, who do you already know that you could partner up with? Who do you already know it's in your circles that you could work together and team up, and then we'll go a little bit farther out. Now, if you don't have anybody in your circles, who would you like to have in your circle to partner up with? And then we can manifest that for your business. And we're going to just do some brainstorming. That's one component. And then another component, like I said, we're going to really kind of unpack some of these ethics that can be a little confusing.
Sure.
And yeah, but it's so important, especially when we're touching people, so important that we stay in our lane with our ethics, because
exactly.
it's so easy.
You have to have licensing or whatever to be a hands-on healer. Yep. According to our hypnosis insurance, anyway, we are not supposed to be touching our clients. However,
exactly.
if you have other modalities or know people that do other modalities, it's really easy to bring them in and help with your clients as well. That's
Absolutely.
where all these wellness centers, I had 2 wellness centers in North Carolina, and I had a psychologist, a massage therapist, a few other hypnotists, a Reiki healer, an energy healer, and it works really, really well together. It does. So I look forward to hearing about that. And how about on your online marketing? What do you think people will take away from that?
I hope that people will take away some good new ideas for them to try. Marketing is such an intimidating topic for so many people, because we are healers and we work in wellness and we're really good at what we do. But then when we're asked to step outside of that and start doing videos and content creation and SEO and website design and all that stuff, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it just makes us want to like cringe and hide in a little corner and cry. I mean, it does for me sometimes, but I've worked past it. So we're going to talk about strategies to maximize your time, because yes, all that stuff takes time. Marketing takes time, and we could spend so much time doing it and really not see any return on investment, any ROI on it, unless we're super focused on what we're looking for and how to get it. And so that's what we're going to talk about.
Oh, that'll be fantastic. Well, I look forward to seeing you there. You'll find that our conferences are not huge, but they're not real small either. They're somewhere in between. Lots of people like to say that it's a homecoming of transpersonal hypnotherapists and other modalities as well. And I think we all have the same mindset of the holistic viewpoint of the body, mind, and spirit. So I look forward to seeing you there. And I'm sure that you guys will have a good time and just be able to network and meet people and gain some expertise in other areas too, I hope. So for those of you who are watching and listening, Rachel and Andy's talks are the online marketing is at Saturday at 12 p.m. and her somatic healing is on Sunday at 1 p.m. And then we'll talk to Andy another time about his other program that he's offering. So I will see you in just a few short weeks. I look forward to it, and thank you for being with us today.
Thank
All
you
right.
for the interview. I'm so excited. See
Me
you
too.
then.
Bye now.